This talk is a inspirational talk. I'm a product of IIT Kanpur, so I thought that the best thing will be to talk and tell the students that what were the forces which made me do the things that I have done very differently. From IIT Kanpur, I went to United States, and then in a fit of madness and arrogance, I came back to rural Maharashtra. And I have spent all my time in rural Maharashtra. So I wanted to tell the students that unless and until some of the best brains in the country don't go to rural areas, the rural areas will not change and will not become better. So this is the talk which is about what students from IIT Kanpur can do, what was my janoon, because I believe that you have to have a janoon or a passion to go and do the things that I have done, and what were the forces that made me do that. So I would like to share my experiences, and all of this is for building a better India, because all of us are very important in building a better India. We will not build better India by running away from this country. We will build better India by staying here and doing wonderful work. So this is my talk in which I'll tell about my journey and what can be done. The interesting part is that when you asked me that question, I looked back and I said, who was the first one to call me spiritual engineer? And there was a reporter who, after interviewing me regarding my spirituality, he said, you are an engineer and you write on spirituality, so you are a spiritual engineer. So that stuck, and I thought it was very interesting. And the fact remains that I do write a lot on spirituality, because I think that's a great tradition of the Indian philosophy. And if we combine that spirituality with high technology or engineering, then I think we can make a better world. So it's like a new paradigm of development, and I have written my book, my latest book is called How Technology Guided by Spirituality Can Produce Happiness. So I think that spirituality and technology and engineering go together, and I'm very proud to say that probably I was the first one to talk about the interaction or interplay of spirituality and technology. So that's why you can say that I am a spiritual engineer. In our times, IIT Kanpur was a very dry place. There were very few trees. The campus was in the work in progress. There were not too many buildings, and very hot, and sometimes very cold, and no internet, etc. So our greatest interaction was the bull sessions, and those I enjoyed, and I really fondly always believe and always remember that. And the most important thing was that IIT Kanpur was an opening of the mind. In fact, whatever I am today is because of my education and growing up in IIT Kanpur, and that is the best thing that I can think of, that it allowed our vision to expand, the discussions that took place, the great professors, and one of the most important things was the library. IIT Kanpur at that time had one of the finest libraries in India, and I used to spend a lot of time in the libraries. So that was a very enjoyable thing, and it continued in my American university experience. So this is what I fondly remember of IIT Kanpur. I think this is an excellent thing, because though I am a mechanical engineer, but most of my work now goes in brain research, and I think this is a wonderful thing that engineers should be taught about the body, about the medical science. The question is that how will we be able to, how will this pan out, how we will get excellent teachers who will teach the engineers about these things, because there has to be a lot of multidisciplinary effort, and I hope that all engineering students in IIT Kanpur should go through some courses in medical science, biology, because it gives a very new perspective on what the engineering is all about. IIT Kanpur, to my mind, is still one of the finest institutes in India, and the young students should take the maximum advantage of that. Rather than being absorbed in your own small world, rather than looking only at SMS and social media, there are so many things in this on this campus. Go out, go out and talk with the professors, go out and see the labs, go out and do a lot of things, because nobody will open your mouth and feed you. You have to extract the maximum from this institute. And I did all this my life. There has to be a jigyasa, there has to be a whole attitude of questioning and trying to understand what is available and to absorb.